and this is Green Herb Gaming, where I share my passion of video games with the whole world. Video games like Spyro Reignited Trilogy. I'm still on the final world in the first Spyro the Dragon game. Gnasty Gnorc, or it's actually called Gnorc Gnexus, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Aidan Denston, you are indeed first, and welcome to the live stream, buddy. Welcome to Green Herb Gaming, where I share my passion of video games with the world. Great to have you, buddy. How are things? So the name of the final world in the first Spyro the Dragon game, the first game of this trilogy, is Gnorc Gnexus. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And the final boss of the entire game is Gnasty Gnorc himself. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the live stream. Shout out to Aidan Denston, Galaxy Gamer, Chad Middleton, Milkman the Gamer, and Damien and Alan Sewell. I work for the whole stream and I'm good. No problem, and that is good to hear, Aidan. So I'm almost complete with the first Spyro the Dragon game. Sorry, I'm going to rephrase that. I'm almost finished the first Spyro the Dragon game. Hamino Games, it's been a while. It's been a while, Hamino Games. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to Green Herb Gaming, where I share my passion of video games with the world. Good to have you, Hamino Games. How are things? So in this final boss battle, there's a total of 500 gems, and of course Gnasty Gnorc to defeat as well. Thank you so much. No problem. You are very, very welcome. Who the hell is keep hitting me? That is Gnasty Gnorc. Oh my god, it feels strange to be finally battling Gnasty Gnorc. I remember battling Gnasty Gnorc in the original Spyro the Dragon game on the PS1, but I got there by using cheats. Yeah, because you know when I was young, when I was a kid, I didn't mind using cheats to progress through my games. Now I'm a lot more competitive, so I kind of don't like to cheat. I don't cheat at all now in games. Where did he go? Where the hell did he go? Where did he go? That thief. Where's my key? Get back here. Ah, damn it. The Gnasty Gnorc is going to kill me, I'd say. I'm going to just pass the door. What's your favourite game? Animal Crossing. It's funny actually, I was asked that question a couple of days ago. I think it was actually yesterday, to be honest. And I kind of had to think about it, but then I said to myself, you know what? Originally I thought to myself I had to think about it, but then I was like, no, I don't have to think about it. Animal Crossing, there's no game that I've ever experienced as like Animal Crossing. So yeah, Animal Crossing. Do you know that game, Hamino Games? Are you aware of that game? It's actually my favourite game ever. Don't jump. He's going to jump, isn't he? Almost have him. So I'm going to try to get all the gems before I attempt to battle Gnasty Gnorc. Oh, I almost have him. Actually, no. It's a really unique game, Hamino Games. There really is nothing quite like it. In my opinion, anyway. It's a game where you live in a virtual world. A world full of... nice. It's a world of animals, hence the name Animal Crossing. You live in this virtual world with these animals. You get to live right next door to them. They become your neighbours. They become your shop assistants. They become your friends. You can collect fossils. You can collect bugs and insects and all that kind of stuff. My favourite game is Fortnite. Well, that's good. Fortnite is a fun game. Yeah, how many gems do I have now? 124. I'm doing too bad. And now I can open this door. No problem. What I like about Animal Crossing is how it operates off a real-time calendar. So if it's the 1st of June. If it's a Wednesday at 6 p.m. on the 1st of June, it'll be Wednesday the 1st of June 6 p.m. in the game. If it's winter in real life, it'll be winter in the game. And that's one of the things about Animal Crossing that I really like. And there's events that have happened to music there. There's various events. I have a question. Fire away, Aiden. Fire away. I like questions. So various events get held in Animal Crossing, like fishing tournaments, and they operate in real time. So the fishing tournament could start at 6 a.m. and finish 6 p.m. in real time. So if you're playing Animal Crossing at 9 a.m., the fishing tournament is well underway, and if you don't finish it, if you don't like catch a fish by 6 p.m., then you've missed out on the fishing tournament. Could you react to Death Battle? Is that react? Did you mean react? I don't know what Death Battle is, to be quite honest. I honestly don't, Aiden. Sorry. What the hell? I just got a key. What the? What's this? Whoa! What the hell just happened? Did I just open that door? Okay, I think I've finished this already. So gotta open another door. Oh, I actually can't get the Nasty Narc yet. I didn't really pay much attention to that. I can't get the Nasty Narc yet. He's actually he's locked behind the door as well. So I need to get that key off that thief before I can get anywhere near the Nasty Narc. How am I gonna get to him? It's a cool YouTube thing. It's two fighters fighting. What? You mean like real people really fighting to the death? In real life? Like proper real, like hashtag real. Like a real life Mortal Kombat, like. That's crazy. Oh man. I'm back. Come on. That shit. Oh. Too long there to turn. Oh, he's gonna jump. He's gonna jump. Oh, he's not gonna jump. Okay. Almost happened. Almost happened. Ah! Come on. So close. Yes, got him. Well, the only problem is my life is not looking very good right now. If I get hit once, I'm dead. But I have oh god, I have no fucking life left. Excuse my French. So I do get to go closer to Ganassi North, which is good. No, Ganassi North, where are you going to run now? I still want to collect my gems though, and there's actually, oh, there's no dragon to be saved. I've got Animal Crossing on my mind now. I really do. There's a new Animal Crossing game coming to Nintendo Switch this year, and I'm actually really excited and scared at the same time. I'm excited because it's my favourite game of all time. I'm scared because I feel like it's not going to live up to... Okay, that's not going to live up to expectations. I feel like it's... God, I don't know how else to put this. I'm actually scaring myself even more this now, but I feel like the novelty of Animal Crossing could wear off. Like, what I mean by the novelty of Animal Crossing is, like, when I first played Animal Crossing, there was just nothing like it. This real-time calendar operating in the game was just so cool. I know it's been done before in games like Pokemon, but it was never done to this extent. Like I never played a game at 6 AM where the characters were like, why are you doing up so early? Or if it was winter time, if it was Christmas Day, like, and they're celebrating Christmas, and it's just to see real life time come to life, come to virtual life in a virtual world full of animals. Look, it's just an experience that I've never experienced before. But now that I've played Animal Crossing so much over the years, and with New Leaf, so I've played a lot of New Leaf, I just feel like, you know, I'm actually kind of scared that this new Animal Crossing might kind of, like, the novelty of Animal Crossing may wear off. But yeah, I've got Animal Crossing on my mind now, because ever since I was asked what my favourite game was by Hammer No Games, I've had Animal Crossing in the back of my mind. But we get back to Spyro now. So yeah, my childhood game, Spyro the Dragon. This is the very first Spyro the Dragon. It's one of 3 Spyro the Dragon games included in Spyro Reignited Trilogy. It's interesting. I've said this before, but I've never gotten this far. I've never gotten very far into Spyro the Dragon 1, but I did reach the end of the game. I did reach this boss battle with cheats. That much I do remember, but I never actually got this far on my own. Right, let me just get the live chat up on my my phone. I've just got a weird inkling that something is actually up with the chat on my PS4. I don't know why. So let me just get it up on my phone just in case. Okay, it's all cool. Hello, Ganasty North. He keeps running away like the bitch that he is. But yeah, I did reach the very end of Spyro the Dragon 1. I got to the last boss, Ganasty North, using cheats. Looking back on it now, I'm not very proud of myself. You know, I'm not very proud of myself. If this was a Mortal Kombat 11 situation, you know, and past Johnny got to meet his future self, I right now would be telling my past self, don't you be cheating, Johnny. Don't be cheating. Just play the game as it is. Challenge yourself. But yeah. This boss battle feels different though. I don't know, something about it. Well, obviously it looks a hell of a lot better. That's not what I mean. But I don't know. I don't remember this part too much. Where the hell is he going? Where is Ganasty North gone? What the hell? Okay, what the hell just happened? What the hell? Did I like miss a turn or something? Oh, there he is. How did you get up there? How did you get up there? Weird. Really weird. Nothing more relaxing than drinking a cup of tea while playing Spyro the Dragon. Even though I am on the final boss of the game. It's still relaxing. Well, come on, how the hell did he get up there? The gems do I have? 375. Must I chase him or something? I think I must charge him or something. Oh god. Oh no. Game over. So it's really interesting, really. Like, my memories of playing Spyro the Dragon consist of, like, maybe the first or second world if I'm lucky. Like, I don't think I actually got any further than the second world in the first Spyro the Dragon game. So I always say, oh, this is my childhood game, love this game, brings back so many fond memories. But the reality is I've never really gotten further than the second world on my own. I used a cheat to get to this world here, Ganexus. I don't even know the name of the world off by heart, like, you know, and I used cheats to get to the final boss as well. But on my own, I think I only ever got as far as, again, the second world in the first Spyro the Dragon game. However, Spyro the Dragon 3, Spyro Year of the Dragon, that, however, is a different story. I got very, very far into that game. That's the Spyro game I played most. Spyro 2 I didn't really get until very, very late. In fact, I mean extremely late on. In fact, that was like maybe 5 years ago, possibly less. I've only played Spyro 2. So, yeah, you wouldn't think it. The amount of hype that I kind of... don't tell me I have to get that key again. Oh, God, he hit me straight away. And again. Jesus, man. Okay, this guy... Whoa, what the hell? What the hell? That, I'm actually shocked. You just got 3 hits in, just straight away. Hashtag shock. I like the boss battles in Spyro the Dragon. They're so different to like boss battles in Mario or Sonic, because they actually act as an entire stage. Like, you're still collecting gems, you're still chasing after this thief. You know, you have to activate various parts of the stage. So, you know, when you think of, again, you think of Sonic, you think of Mario, boss battles are so different. Yes. Okay. Can you just use this key here, no? Ooh. Ah, that's stupid. You collect those 2 other keys. Oh. Sorry, I'm actually tired. I don't know what I'm saying. Ah, for God's sake. Don't hit me this time. I do not remember this at all. That cheat must have brought me directly to like the final stage of that boss fight. Because all I can remember is all I remember is Ganassi Nork at the outside of a circular platform. Like, I'm kind of on this platform, it's a circular platform, and he's kind of like shooting at me from all directions. A bit like what he's doing now, except he's not actually there, he's kind of... I'm trying to remember like 20 years ago, like, or something. It's not easy. I can barely remember yesterday, like, not 20 years ago, like, you know. Ooh. Oh, I had him there, basically, yes. First key. Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't hit me. What the hell? Yes. Okay. No. No. Chase has resumed between Spyro the Dragon and the Nasty Nork. So do I actually charge into him or what? How does it actually happen? Who's on fall this thing? Oh, what the... You couldn't make that up. But just the minute I said, please don't fall, he falls. I know I have to go back and check those two keys again. You think there'd be a checkpoint once you get to that area? Oh, that's actually probably annoying, I'll tell you the truth. So I don't know if I have to charge into him to deal damage. Spyro the Dragon is an interesting childhood game of mine. It's not a game that I completed like 10 times. You know, it's not something I know back to. I just recall playing this game and really, really liking it. And it just, you know, I can't think of the PlayStation without thinking of this game. So that's what it's really about for me. Like, that's what the nostalgia is. It's not about like me remembering every single level or completing every single level or completing the game like a million times. The nostalgia of Spyro the Dragon for me is just remembering playing it, even if it is just the first 2 worlds and using a cheat to get to the end of the game. Chad Middleton, hello buddy, welcome to the live stream, welcome to Green Herb Gaming, where I share my passion for video games, the whole world, man. As you can see, once again, I'm still playing Spyro Reignited Trilogy. I'm at the very end of the first Spyro the Dragon game, battling Ganasty North. So welcome to the live stream. Great to have you, man. How are things? Come on, almost haven't. So I was just saying there, Chad. You know, I love Spyro the Dragon. He's my childhood game, one of my childhood games. But I was just saying that I've never actually completed the game over and over again. Spyro gotta go fast. Yeah, Spyro is trying to compete with Sonic the Hedgehog right now. But yeah, like, I mean, I haven't completed this game like a million times over the years. I don't remember every single level, because to be honest with you, I've only ever really gotten as far as the 3rd world in the first Spyro the Dragon game on my own, and once again I used the cheat. I used the cheat to get to the end of the level and to get to Nasty North. But I mean, it doesn't take away anything from me liking this game. You know, I will always remember playing this game on PlayStation, and I'll always have memories of playing this game. I don't know if I should charge. He's gone already. He's gone already. I think you have to charge. There's just something about Spyro the Dragon. I mean, I've played a lot of games over the years. That's an understatement. I mean, I'm 30 years of age, and it's, you know, I was born in 1988. It's now 2019. I played a lot of games, you know, from Sega Master System, Sega Mega Drive, PC, Nintendo 64, even the Commodore 64, PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, GameCube, Wii, Wii U, Switch. I mean, come on, I played them all. But yeah, there's something about Spyro the Dragon that just seems to transcend a lot of other games that I've played. So whenever I think of this game, I just get fond memories of playing it. Ah, for fuck's sake! Jesus Christ! I had to take over a fort from goblins and 3 Cyclops in Dragon's Dogma. It was a tough battle. That sounds like a very tough battle. That sounds like the apocalypse, to be quite honest with you, Chad. That sounds drastic. That sounds crazy. My god. 3 Cyclops. Man, you're making me want to get that game though, to be honest with you. Is it a bit like Skyrim? As in, can you kind of just, the other way you said you took over a fort there, like, was that part of a story, or did you just like explore the world map of Dragon's Dogma and kind of do that yourself outside of the story, or was that part of the story? Because I really fell in love with Skyrim, just like going into the world of Skyrim and just pretty much like not doing what you want to do, because sometimes that can be misinterpreted. Like, it's not like you're doing what you want to do, but you just experience what Skyrim has to offer. So you can come across a fort in Skyrim, and you know, before you know it, like, you're battling hordes of vampires. But then you become a vampire. That was the craziest thing ever. Like, I knew that was included with DLC. I didn't. When I came across that mission, like, it was, oh god. And what I like about Skyrim is it's just there's about 50 side quests that are all connected to each other. It's so crazy. Like, I came across the side quest to investigate this, what was it again? To join this this cult. 2 seconds, I don't know, Chad, I will look at that comment in a sec. Just want to hit him first. But yeah, long story short, when I became a vampire in Skyrim, it was amazing. Yeah, it's Capcom Breath of the Wild. It's a fantastic game. It was an optional quest to advance the main story. You're given 5 missions. Yeah, that's actually interesting. Maybe I should look more into Chad. I was going to say I should look more into that, and I said instead I said I should look more into Chad. Jesus. But yeah, I'll definitely have to look more into that game. I had a lot of games, to be honest. I had a lot of games. I actually downloaded Hellblade today. I have Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD remaster. Please don't fall, Spyro. Come on now. On the way. It's hard to see those steps. Jesus, man. I don't know. Do I actually have to charge? Let me just try to not charge here a second. I'm going to try not to charge. Ah, man, I don't like this. This is a tough boss battle. You make your partner and other people online can use him or her. That I like. That I really like. Yeah, I'm gonna have to charge. And try not to fall. It's so hard because you can't see the fucking steps here. Oh man. Ah, what the fuck? That's impossible. That can't be done. That turn there, like, come on. That turn is impossible. Come on, I haven't. Oh, look at him, so close. So close that was. Oh my god, sorry. Just turn up here, that's really hard. Oh god. Make Man the Gamer, hashtag new era. Make Man the Gamer, welcome to the live stream, man. Welcome to Green Herb Gaming, where I share my passion of video games. But oh, what the fuck? Got him. I got one part, anyway. Well, welcome to the live stream, Make Man the Gamer. How are things? Well, any more gems around here, no? Yeah. New era. What the hell? Where did he go? The fuck? Where'd he go now? Hi. The nasty going up the knock. Where did you go? Hello, and things are good. Thanks for asking. I am glad to hear that, Milkman the Gamer, and no problem whatsoever. You are so welcome as always to Green Herb Gaming. I will always acknowledge every single one of my subs and viewers every time you check out my streams. Every time you comment on my streams, I'm going to acknowledge every single one of you, and you are more than welcome. And it's not, I'm not robotic in terms of how I respond, as in, like, I really care. There's humanity in me. No, I'm not a robot. 4 more days till Saints Row. Oh, I should have waited to get that game. Shit, I should have. No, what I mean is I should have actually not gotten Hellblade and just gotten that game instead. Because I've heard about Saints Row and I've heard all good things about it, and it looks really, really. Sorry a second. Where the hell did he go? Sorry no. But yeah, we are 4 days away from Saints Row 3. Unfortunately, I don't know where the hell Ganasty Norcas went. Where the hell did he go? I think he probably went down. Oh, there he is. Oh my fucking. Oh, you can't be serious. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. This is insane. No. Okay. Oh, what the hell? Oh my god, no. Come on. Jesus. Would you... Hey. Hey. Hello? Can you please go... What the... what the fuck? Jesus, man. Please be a checkpoint. 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 Come on. Checkpoint. 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 Oh. When I... 2 seconds. I want to see that... Ah, for fuck's sake, no checkpoint. Jesus Christ. When I get my summer vacation at school, I will be able to go to your streams early, I think. That's cool, man. Don't worry about that, though. Don't worry about that. Good news, Devil May Cry 1 is coming to the Switch. Yeah, oh shit. Yeah, man, I've seen that. I've seen that. It's pretty nice to see. I mean, Devil May Cry is a critically acclaimed game, and it is coming to Switch this summer. So, but nonetheless, thanks for that news, chat. Thanks for, because I knew about that, but my other subs and viewers might not have known that. So thank you for sharing that news, Chad. Once again, my resident games journalist. I love it. Delivering that live news. Darksiders 2, that I did not know. That I did not know. Thank you, Chad, for that. Darksiders 2 and Devil May Cry. Do you know what I want to say about that? And you know me, I always have a different opinion. A lot of people are like, oh, here we go again. Another port coming to Switch. Another ancient game coming to Switch. Right? And I just hate that kind of response, because what does it matter? Like, the Switch has turned into a treasure trove of games. New games, old games, wacky games, blockbuster games. Like, if you have a Switch, you're not going to be short on games to play it. Like, right now on Switch, I have pretty much my entire Sega Mega Drive collection. I love the ports. Not everyone has. Thank you, Chad. Fist bump to you, Chad. Not everyone has played them. Green Herb Gaming, this is random, but whenever you do videos like on old games from your childhood, how are your consoles? How are your consoles from back then? Oh yeah, good question. None of them are actually my original consoles. None of them. I don't own an original console. The only console that I actually own, as in like, that I bought myself, brand new, right now, is PS4, Switch, Wii U, and 3DS. The rest I just bought many years after I had them through various like second-hand shops and stuff like that. So none of them are actually my original consoles. But yeah, Chad, not everyone has played Devil May Cry. Not everyone has played Darksiders 2. And now they have the opportunity to get into those games for the very first time. May I add, I never played any of those games. I've never played Devil May Cry. I've never played Darksiders 2. So to be able to play those games on my Switch, anytime, anywhere, is a great thing. And Like apart from that, like as I was entire Sega Mega Drive collection on my Switch, I have Final Fantasy 7, 9, and soon to be 10 and 10-2 on my Switch. I'm going to be having Resident Evil 0, 1 and 4 on my Switch. And that's all in between a brand new Mortal Kombat game. You know, brand new Mario game. What the hell? 2 seconds. I'm going to read out his comments in a second. I just want to hit him. Just give me a second now. Sorry now. So it's just this Ganassi Nork now is really testing my patience. Because I can't look away from the screen. Because if I do, I'm going to go flying into that lava. Whatever, there's pink lava. Pink lava, I imagine. Oh man. Come on. I am sorry now, I will look at your comments in a second. Oh. The hell? Oh yeah. Oh god. Green Herb Gaming. Are you a Sonic fan? And if you are, did you see the new Sonic trailer? I am indeed a Sonic fan. I'm a huge Sonic fan. Sonic the Hedgehog was one of the first video games I ever played. I will support Sonic through thick and thin, which is why I will see the movie. I saw the trailer. It's not going to win an Oscar. It's not going to break any box office records. Very little video game movies are successful, but it's Sonic, so I will go see it. My main reason for going and seeing it is because of Jim Carrey. So yes and yes in response to that. Not really random. It's actually a very relevant question actually. The indie support for Switch, man, is unlike anything. I mean, indies are the only companies, in my opinion, that are actually giving a crap about Switch. And that's, I know we have had amazing support from third parties, but they're the ones who are just not even second thinking it. Like, they're putting their games on Switch no matter what. People said the Sonic look, he does. Actually, considering what Sonic could look like, he does look horrible actually. You know, I would have to agree with that because he does. But he's getting fixed. He's getting fixed, so that's good. Come on. Jesus Christ, came over again now. Oh man, this boss battle. What's the final boss battle? So it's supposed to be tough. Be right back, no problem. Hopefully I will see you. Hopefully I will see you when you're back. If not, I will see you in the next stream. And thank you for checking out Green Herb Gaming. But yeah, oh god, as per usual, I always answer a question way too long, as you know. But yeah, I completely disagree with people who say that ports are a bad thing. Like whenever a port comes to Switch, you know, some people react to it so negatively. Oh, we don't want ports. Ports are shit. Who wants another old game on Switch? I mean, as you pointed out there, Chad, not everybody played Devil May Cry. Not everybody played Darksiders 2, and I come under that category of people. But on top of that, even if you have played that game, like, for me to be able to play a Final Fantasy 9 on my Switch and to get further into that game than I ever had before, that's fantastic. So I don't see any problem with that, to be quite honest with you. A YouTuber used Gmod and animated Dr. Robotnik with Jim Carrey's voice. Jesus, that would be interesting. I think I just overlapped this guy. Jim Carrey is hilarious, no matter what role he's given. He just brings his own like personality to every single one of his roles. So Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik is just, it's going to be funny. You know, something really strange it hasn't though, right? I think the more you actually watch the Sonic trailer, right? This is gonna sound weird now, right? But the more you watch it, the less bad it actually appears. Maybe it's just the effect of the internet. You know, like the internet will decide whether something is good or not. You know, so the internet says, "Oh, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad," and then you start kind of, you know, then you start believing that. You start saying, "Oh, well, it's gotta be bad." But I'll be honest with you, it's not that bad. Like, you know, it's not that bad. Yeah. It ain't that bad, like. Come on. But I do think though that video games, like Sonic the Hedgehog, shouldn't really be feature films. Like, they shouldn't really be real. Like, they shouldn't have real actors. It should be animated. That's what I think anyway. 2 seconds then, I'll chat. Sorry, I will have a look at your comments very shortly. Come up, Jesus man, this bloody level is annoying, isn't it? There's worse. There's worse movies. Yeah, there's a lot worse movies out there. Oh Jesus Christ! I'm beginning to really hate this level now, to be honest. A lot. But it is the final level, it is the final boss. It's Ganassi North himself. Space Jam, and I hate YouTube would seriously want to get their act together. I hate not reading. Space Jam and Who Framed Roger Rabbit did it well. I actually seen, yeah, you're actually right, definitely with Space Jam. That's what I'm saying, like, and bear in mind, these movies are old. Very, very old. Like, I remember seeing Space Jam, like, when I was, like, in this, like, in a youth club, when I was a child. So that's, you know, Space Jam is an old movie, like, and they did it perfect. Yeah, you're right, Ted. They did it perfect. So, like, all I say, if you're gonna bring Spyro, or not Spyro, but Spyro 2, but if you're gonna bring Sonic into the real world, at least make him look like Sonic, not some sort of furry kid, which is what he looks like. It's actually quite disturbing, to be honest. I wonder if they're gonna have, like, because this movie is being released in November, right? And so far we've just seen a trailer. What if they bring Tails into it? Possibly even Knuckles. Well, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? I think you can't have Sonic without Tails. Wait a second, I don't think you actually have to charge up. I think it just goes up there, lands on your platform, and you burn him. Maybe. Possibly. Who knows? See what happens. Just burn him in time before he goes. Yeah, oh god. Oh, he's gone. I think it's more of the origin story for Dr. Robotnik's and Sonic is in. Me and you think alike, chat. We really do. I was actually thinking that yesterday. I was actually heading into the city and that popped into my head. I was thinking, if you actually look at Sonic, I was thinking of the video games now, right? So I'm thinking exactly like you, Chad. Like in Sonic the Hedgehog, the video game, you've got this like blue hedgehog, you've got this like, you know, this flying fox, you've got all these like, do you know what I mean? You've got these like video game settings, and then you've got this like human scientist, you know, flying around in a spaceship, an actual scientist, an actual human being. So it actually is an origin story of Dr. Robotnik when you think about it. Because if you look at the very end of the trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog movie, you actually get to see Dr. Robotnik looking like his actual self, and he's not in Earth anymore. He's clearly in a... Oh, sorry, no. He's clearly in a different world. So that's a very interesting way to put it, actually. Dr. Robotnik's origin story. So in that sense, if you actually look at the movie like that, you can actually kind of accept the fact that they decided to bring, you know, Sonic into the real world. So yeah, it kind of makes sense in that regard. Come on now, I have to turn it down here now a little bit. Oh god, how I fell there for a second. This is actually very nerve-wracking stuff, like, let me tell you. Jesus. Oh my god, what the... Ah, you... Talk about, like... Talk about split-second platforming. I just made up that phrase there. No, it's not really a phrase. I invented it. My phrase, no. I'm just noticing the colour of this teeth is green. You knew I was coming. You dressed appropriately. Oh, do you know what, Chad? There's actually one of the funniest videos I've ever seen on YouTube, and I swear to God, no. I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube, okay, and a lot of them are funny, like very funny to the point where I've watched them over and over again and just kept laughing. But I don't care about any of those videos right now. I've seen the funniest video on YouTube, and it's actually it's a YouTuber, it's a gaming YouTuber, and he plays a lot of Mortal Kombat, primarily some of the older 3D era Mortal Kombat games, and he put together a compilation, a collection of clips from his gameplay streams of these Mortal Kombat games, where he hates the character Bo-Rai-Cho, or Bo-Rai-Chu, or Bo-Rai-Cho, yeah, Bo-Rai-Cho, the fat drunken fighter in Mortal Kombat. But he put together, a collection. He put together a collection of rants. So every time that he was playing a Mortal Kombat game with Bo-Rai-Cho, and every time he went off on a rant about how much he hates this character, he put them together into one video, and I don't know, there's something about it. It's hilarious. Like, I love it. I don't know the Jesus Christ, carry on. I don't know the name of it, but I don't know. Maybe just type in all. Maybe if you type in all. Sorry, no. If you type in all Bo-Rai-Cho rants, you might be able to find it. I just really enjoyed it. This guy does not like Bo-Rai-Cho, like. But I was laughing to myself, thinking, like, what if like Ed Boon watched this video, right, and was like laughing away to himself? Because obviously he's not going to take it serious. Like, obviously he's not going to, like, you know, go home at night and say, I failed as a game developer. This guy does not like my character. He's not, you know, that's not going to happen. Like, you make a fighting game with a lot of fighters. Some people, they're not going to like fighters. Some people are going to love fighters. That's how it goes. But I was laughing, thinking of the possibility of if Ed Boon was watching this, and he's like, you know what, guys, let's just throw in like a kind of a very funny, random situation in the story of the next Mortal Kombat game, right? Nobody will get it, except for this one guy who hates Bo Right Show, and just do a thing like where he becomes an Elder God. Just a random thing, like you're just looking at all the Elder Gods, right? There's a scene where the camera goes to all the Elder Gods. Raiden is consulting with the Elder Gods, as he always fucking does, right? And the next minute it just cuts to the very end, and you see Bo Right Show, and he's a fucking Elder God. I swear to God, that would be the funniest thing ever. That was what, if I was Ed Boon, that's what I would do. Because nobody else would get it, like, nobody else would say, why is Bo Right Show an Elder God? But this guy, it would be to piss off this guy. Like, this guy would be like, but more even funnier, like, this guy would be like, what the fuck? He would not understand why Bo Right Show is an Elder God. He would feel like, you know, oh, this was so funny. Ah, fuck. This is very tough. You have to really move fast. So yeah, if you get the time, see can you find that video. If you can't find it, I will eventually try to find it myself, and I'll copy and paste the video on the description of my next video. I personally think Bo Right Show is alright, like. I mean, I would look at him thinking, like, really? A few times, like, you know, I'd be thinking, I thought he was funny. Thank God I don't have to go into work until tomorrow evening. And I'm normally working evenings, or mornings. It's normally evenings, then mornings, but for whatever reason I've actually done evenings 2 weeks in a row. Because one of the guys I work with is on holidays. So the reason I say that is because it's currently gone 12:30 in the morning here in Ireland, so if I was working mornings right now, it would be like, shit, better get to bed. But no, don't have to be until the evening time, so it's all cool. Ganache Giganar. Come on. I actually forget what you get for getting all the gems and dragons. I remember reading in a little like cheat book, you know. It's 4:34 p.m. here. Oh, that's actually a very normal time as well. So big time difference. Come on, Ganache, you can all. It's a pity you can't like when you're pressing square to charge. It's very hard to kind of like press circle at the same time. I don't even do it actually. Ah, it's hard. If I had somebody with me that could press circle at the right time, that would be great. See, if this game was on Switch, you could get somebody to hold another Joy-Con and press whatever button. Oh, come on! Damn it! I nearly had it. Not the head. Sorry, I got mixed up there for a second. I thought the area that he opens up was already open. I was like, what the hell? Too tired for this level, to be honest, but I'm going to do it. It's a very low-key video, considering I got to the very end of the game. Like, my entire tone is just so low-key, like. Sorry about that, to be honest. It's like, oh yeah, I got the end of the game. Oh, oh you motherfucker. But I've spoken about this a lot of times now, in a lot of my Spyro Reignited Trilogy gameplay streams. But this game is coming to Switch. Eventually. It will happen. We've heard the term worst kept secret in the gaming industry thrown around a lot now this year and even last year. But Spyro Reignited Trilogy coming to Switch is the worst kept secret. I mean, because it is... Oh, I'm so close. It showed up on Nintendo UK's store the day that the game got revealed, so come on. A game is not going to show up on Nintendo's official UK store, you know, without something official happening at some stage. But I reckon what it was is maybe Activision originally planned on announcing it on Switch the same day, but saying that it wouldn't be released until much later. And maybe both Nintendo and Activision felt, look, that wouldn't be a good thing because people wouldn't be happy with that. You know, it's better just to kind of wait until we have the other versions done first and the other versions released first, and then we can kind of, you know, announce the Switch version when we're ready to announce the Switch version, kind of a thing, you know. But it is coming to Switch, and yeah, when it does, I'm gonna get stuck into playing the second Spyro and third Spyro game on Switch. So the first Spyro game won't really be played that much on Switch. What the fuck? 2 seconds. I just got a trophy. Sorry, no, I just got a trophy. I just got a... Is that a silver? Yeah, I just got a silver. Get Ganassi Nork to complete 5 laps. It's a very random trophy, but I'll take it. A very random trophy indeed. So I've got Ganassi Nork to lose some weight. And he fucking needs it too, doesn't he? Ah, 2 seconds though, Chad. I will have a look at that in a second. I'm gonna have to get this complete. Oh, Jesus Christ, come on. Ah, yo! Jesus! Spyro. I'm having bad connection on my end. Oh man, sorry to hear that. Hopefully it improves by the time I Ganassi Nork, stop. Hopefully it will improve by the time I eventually complete this boss battle. I presume there's 3 stages of this boss battle, and I'm not looking forward to the 3rd stage, to be honest. There might have to be a part 2 to this video because I may be working evenings tomorrow, but I do still plan on sleeping. Oh, what the hell, come on. Jesus. This play's taking extra long to be cut, isn't it? Here we go. Oh shit. I remember I had a Spyro game on the DS. Oh, not the DS, but the Game Boy Advance. Spyro Season of Fire. I was with Season of Ice, I'm not too sure which one. I was delighted with myself. I think it was actually the first game I actually got on the DS, or the Game Boy Advance. And I will look at your comment now in just a brief second. Kind of like prehistoric Spyro on Switch. Do you recommend Xenoblade? I 100% recommend Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It will give you one hell of a challenge. It will give you one hell of an immersive story. Really gets you thinking about life. It really does. Not many games, well, a lot of games do, but it's one of those games that really do get you thinking about life in general. It's funny. One of the things that surprised me about Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is how funny it actually is. Like, a lot of the times we actually forget the humour in JRPGs, because a lot of JRPGs are so serious in terms of their difficulty, in terms of their a lot of the times they can have very serious stories and serious tones and whatnot, but just the humour in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 surprised me, and the level of humour, the level of quality of that humour as well. It isn't just cheap humour. It's really, really funny stuff. It's also very long. It's actually weird. This is so weird, Chad. This is X-Files weird. About a year ago, I actually completed Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I think it was like around this time last year. The last boss battle in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is up there in my top 3. Probably, you know, I'd probably even put up there at my top number 1 just in general. Oh, come on. Oh, nearly got him. Just an extremely tough boss battle. It was a boss battle where it wasn't, you weren't pressing buttons and hoping for the best. You really had to know exactly what you were doing. Pull off those chain commands, I think they were called. Something burst or elemental bursts as well you had to use. I can't remember half because it was a year ago, and it's just, I put so much effort into it. Now I just kind of want to forget about it to an extent. But yeah, I just had to really play that game, like, you know, the way it was supposed to be played. A lot of games, Chad, you know, you just get lucky. You do. A lot of games you just get lucky. A lot of games you just say, oh, that was lucky of me, but you will not get lucky in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 when it comes to the final boss battle. You just have to put all the pieces together. Was the villain interesting? Very, very interesting, and it adds to what I was saying about how deep and immersive the story actually is. And that's what's great about another part as well, is how much emotion is in the game. You can go from having such a very funny scene, and I mean funny scene, to a very like deep and sad and angry kind of tone of a story. You know, so it's really, it's a fantastic game, and I would 101% recommend that game. I actually have the prequel. I call it the prequel. I call it the prequel. I know it's technically DLC, it's technically an expansion pass, but what the hell? I actually call it a prequel. Should I play Terma first? That's an interesting. I'd say just play the main game first. Even though I just said it while ago, it was a prequel. It is a prequel, but I would just say get stuck into the main game first. Just experience that game. Don't delay on experiencing that game, because it's just fantastic. It really is. On. Oh, for fuck's sake, Spyro! Jesus Christ! Easy know this is a PlayStation game, remastered. It's a good game, but like it's not exactly polished in 2019 terms, you know. What time do I have? Jesus, I don't want to be going on too late. I know. Fuck's sake, 1:15. I'm gonna have to limit myself. I'm gonna have to limit myself to 1 o'clock. I have to. 15 more minutes. I have to. I have to discipline myself right now. Oh man, I'm just thinking of that game, and fond memories of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It was actually around that time where I started going back to a lot of Switch games I had that I didn't get around to completing. It's kind of happened to me again now. It's happened to me again, and I did get around to completing them. I completed Doom, Skyrim, LA Noire. So many Switch games I got around to completing to kind of free up my schedule, basically, you know. But no, now it's back all over again. Now there's just so many games that just need to be played, started, finished. Oh God. Well, like Final Fantasy 9 is wrecking my head. It really is wrecking my head. That I'm just gonna have to like level up in that game. There's no other way. But you know what though, now that we're talking about JRPGs, the craziest JRPG game I've ever played is Octopath Traveler. That game is a shock to the system. It's just really, is a shock to the system. Like you play the first chapter, and you're fighting the boss in the first chapter. Jesus, that was hard. And then you're like, you go on to the next chapter, and let's say you're level 10, right? You're level 10. If you see something on the screen saying recommended level 20, you're like, what's that about? You know, you kind of subconsciously ignore it. Like, okay. Next minute you go into the battlefield, you face an enemy and it wipes you up in one go. And you're like, okay, that must have been one of those crazy bosses. Okay. And then you encounter another bat in the field and it wipes you out in one go. And then you start to realise, what is going on here? This is an extremely tough area of the game. Basically, like, you need to actually level up. You need to grind. You have to. Like, you have no choice, you know? That's what's crazy about Octopath Traveler. And it's all, I'm actually going to talk about something else now as well. You know, all those people, and I'm not going to bring this up again now, right? But all those Mortal Kombat 11 fans who were complaining about the difficulty of Mortal Kombat 11. Well, they need to go and play Octopath Traveler. They need to go and play Octopath Traveler. Let me tell you that much right now. I mean, I was shocked to the system. Like, it really is. I mean, it's such an innovative JRPG. One of the things that makes that game so Jesus, Spyro. One of the things that makes that game so unique and innovative for a Japanese role-playing game is you actually have to physically go out and look for your party members. And I mean that in every sense. You physically, as the player, you physically have to go out and look. And not just look, but you have to earn. You have to earn your party member by completing their first chapter, and then they get added to your party. But you physically have to go into the world map, you know, find the area in which this party member is, complete the first chapter, and then you've earned the right to have that party member. It's mental. So that was a shock to the system for me, because I was like, okay, I picked one of my 8 characters. I'm gonna go out and play this game. So I just thought, like with most JRPGs, as you progress through the story, you just come across new characters and add them to your party. You're like, okay, cool. But that wasn't how. That's not how it went. That's not how it went at all. Much to my surprise. And like with most JRPG games as well, you kind of get used to the more you progress through the story, the more you level up. But that's not the case. Like, that's not the case in Octopath Traveler. You physically have to go out there into the real world, level up to the required level of your chapter, and go out there and find party members. It really is a very rare and unique type of JRPG. I'll tell you that much right now. Really for the die-hard JRPG fans. I've completed one character's main story. There's 7 other characters that I can choose from, but I got the 50. Oh, steak and nasty now. God. I'll have to go back now and play the remaining. Oh, God, I'm tired. Play the remaining characters. Jesus Christ. Spyro, come on. But I think what's good about it is you actually carry over your level, basically. 2 seconds now. You carry over your level, because the story still continues, and you can still go out there into the world map and find the remaining characters and complete their story. So it's it makes for a very interesting position, because you start off the game feeling so underpowered, and then you kind of go on to the game feeling overpowered as well. In Skyrim, which side did you choose? Stormcourt? definitely didn't go for the Empire anyway. I don't think I went for the Empire. I think I went for the Stormcloaks. Yeah, I think I did, yeah. Did I? It's been so long now. Oh, it's Skyrim is, it does not feel like an open world. Like, it's an open world. It does not feel like side quests. It just feels like the world is alive, it's living. It's just, you know, like when you do a side quest in Skyrim, it does not feel like a side quest. It just, it feels so natural. Oh, for fuck's sake. Spyro. Jesus, man. God almighty, what time did it say? What time was it now? Oh god, another 8 more minutes. I reckon there's definitely going to be a part 2 to this video. Actually, technically it's part 3. Because when I got to this world, I thought that it was going to be just, I don't know really, I just thought that it was going to be like the final boss. Yeah, I'm getting tired now, proper tired. But I think the best story in Skyrim for me was becoming a vampire. Because I remember going into this village and they were talking about vampires. Oh, gotta be careful of those vampires. That's not the exact dialogue, no, that's just me remembering more or less just a brief synopsis of the story. And they were like, oh, you gotta join this organization who hunt down vampires. You know, try to get into this group. So I went there and they were like telling me like where I needed to go. So they were like, okay, we need to basically kill these vampires. We need to go here, take out this vampire. I went there, but I didn't kill no vampire. I saved her. Right? I took her home to her father. And her father was like, you saved my daughter, I'm going to give you powers. So I actually became a vampire lord. So becoming a vampire lord was just, it was just amazing. The guy that killed his wife and kid because of the vampire. No, this is completely different. This was, I was supposed to kill this female vampire. But I chose to save her instead, and I brought her home. And her father was like, thank you for saving my daughter, I'm now going to give you the power of vampire. And I became a vampire lord, so I could turn into this like demon vampire thing, fly around, drain blood and everything. It was just crazy, like, just being able to have that type of kind of a character shift and how it changed the gameplay and everything. It's just, that's changed the entire game. I mean, you know, I would go into forts and just wipe out enemies as a vampire. It's changed everything. Changed the entire game, to tell you the truth. But just what I liked about it was how I, as the player, took that story. I was supposed to have infiltrated this vampire kind of like keep. I joined the hunters, so I still haven't become a werewolf yet. So yeah, basically instead of joining the hunters, I actually became a vampire. And I just think that is actually my best moment, my best memory of Skyrim, because it's just that level of freedom of you, the player, deciding what you want to do and where you want to take it. And I actually, when I managed to figure out how to marry in the game, I think I was late for my own wedding. so she wasn't happy with that. She wouldn't talk to me then. Like, fuck. Oh, what was the other thing? What was the other thing? Oh god, there's a lot of stories I have. I have to give a load of stories. What was it again? I became a member of the Dark Brotherhood, right? Oh shit. So I killed Yuan in the orphanage. I killed Yuan in the orphanage. And then I actually adopted 2 of the kids in there. I'd like to use the voice power to knock an enemy off. Yeah, that's actually very funny because of the show. Try to recall some of my Skyrim tales of Skyrim. I should actually make a separate part of the channel just talking about it because there's so many stories to tell. But I think I became a member of the Dark Brotherhood, and one of my missions was to be honest with you. Wait, I'm trying to remember how I actually became a member of the Dark Brotherhood. I think it actually happened. No, I think I actually. No, I came across this kid, right? This freaky kid. It is actually. I came across this kid, right? And he was like, he wanted to have, he wanted to. Yeah, I think he wanted the owner of the orphanage to be killed, right? So I did it. So I pretended to be a member of the Dark Brotherhood. And then the leader of the Dark Brotherhood, I don't know, I forget how it happened anyway. Spyro strangled Spyro. Oh god. Oh man, I have 2 minutes left. Ah. The quest where you come across a talking dog. I don't know if I ever came across that one, but that was the most random of all. The power became a vampire though is just has to be the best. I think I might extend the stream until the 1:15. I'm a little bit determined to take this fucker down. I'm not going to charge too much there. I found a drug house in Skyrim, but the members were vampires and killed their victims. Holy moly. Random. I have not come across that yet. I gotta go back and explore Skyrim. Just get stuck into that game. I've completed all the main stories. God. This fucker. You know, if the charge button wasn't like all the way across from the flame button, it wouldn't be as hard. Like if you could actually charge with L2, right? Well, you can't even do both. You can't charge and do a flame. It's really good. So how exactly? That's just weird. I mean, sometimes I get him. Other times I don't. That's the story of my life. Ah, shit. Spyro. Fuck off, Spyro. You can't... you probably can. You probably can, actually. I'll have a look. But it's still... It wouldn't help because you can't charge and do a flame at the same time. Options, controls scheme, reignited controls, retro controls. I don't even know what retro controls are, to be honest with you. It makes no difference. But yeah, you can't charge and do a flame at the same time, so that's kind of annoying. Man. I swear, this is not how I actually remember fighting this guy. Weird. I have what they call the Mandela effect. Is he called the Mandela effect? The Nelson Mandela effect. Whatever it's called. Where you best to describe it. The memory you have doesn't match. What is it? Like you have this memory of something, right? Really early memory, but it's not what. It doesn't match what you see, and that's what I'm having right now, and it's weird. Ah, come off it. I got him before, like, that's what I can't understand. In fact, I was actually standing right next to him and he stayed there for like a second. More or less allowed me to burn him. And I was like, not, you're not burning me. Well, I'm sorry, no nasty, get off, but I am burning you. You fucking like it, man. Okay. What the? Why do games? I don't get games. I just decide to kind of act differently. Like when I act the exact same way you acted 5 minutes ago. You know, that's what I hear. God. Oh, you have to kind of get there before he, more or less. Okay, that's good. This is the part that I fucking hate. I don't know if I'm doing it right. What do you... Spyro, I will kill you. I'm not going to make that. Jesus fucking Christ. No, a checkpoint would be nice. For fuck's sake. Irritating. Well, I am aware that it is the end of the game, right, so. But still, frustrating stuff. PETA has said no to use to robots. Wait, what? It's too late for this. What? The protection... People who are protecting animals are saying no to the use of robots. I don't even know how to respond to that. I don't even know how to respond to that. There's just so many things that I don't understand about that. Do we even have robots? Like, do we even have robots? As in like Detroit Become Human robots, like as in like living androids. Like, what's their definition of a robot? What is going on? Like I know you can get these like things that will go around and clean your front room, like, but all the air basically is a machine that's programmed to move in a specific direction. That's all it is. Basically, it's basically what assembly lines have been doing since the beginning of time. So what's the definition of a robot? That's the first question I want to know. How does PETA define a robot? And secondly, why are they worrying about robots? Oh my God, what is the world coming to? That's actually funny. I'm thinking whether or not to do a charge while I'm jumping those platforms. I'm not going to do it because you got very little control when you're constantly charging. So I won't be charging. That was a close turn there. I won't be charging. Just have to be quick. I'm not going to hang around too long on those platforms. And everything should be fine. Yeah. It stops as you do a flame. God, I'm tired. Gotcha. Alright, so actually I can't even describe in words how annoying that actually is. Final attempt, and then we'll end the stream. You have no idea how frustrating that actually is. I always find it funny how a game like Spyro the Dragon, which you could perceive as being a kid's game, actually ends up being one of the hardest games out of all the genres. Like, you could pick up a game like Call of Duty and get to the end of the campaign without any real serious challenge. And I've been honest now, you could. an average gamer can get through a Call of Duty campaign without any real challenge. And it's Call of Duty, it's serious, it's guns and shooting and violence, and you know what would be perceived as an adult, mature game. And then you look at a game like Spyro the Dragon. It's cute and cuddly, and it's primarily marketed towards kids and young people. Let's face it. Okay, it's my childhood game. I don't give a shit. I will play Spyro. I love Spyro. But let's face it. It is, you know, again, it's primarily marketed towards kids. But it's really funny because it's like they're so hard. I mean, how the hell would a kid complete this section right now? It's so funny. And another thing as well, right? And I think it was kind of connected in a way, because you know the way like this generation of gamers. Well, it's not necessarily this generation of gamers. It probably has happened since the dawn of time. But anyway, my point is this, right? Like, you know, you could have a younger generation of gamers. So, yeah. I don't play Spyro. Spyro's only for kids. That's a kids game. And then they go away and they play a game like, I don't know, GTA 5. You know, I play GTA 5 because, you know, I play mature games. But the thing is, like, you could get to GTA 5 without being reasonably challenged either. The funny thing is, if you actually gave this game, like, to those younger generation of gamers, they wouldn't know what to do. Like, they would be struggling to complete this. That's the funny thing about it. Yeah, that's what I've actually noticed. Call it a kids game, all you like, but feel free to complete it without being severely challenged. I'm watching the Joe Rogan podcast, and one of his guests who hosted charity fundraising said he couldn't use the word auction because of, I mean, like, black. Couldn't use the word auction. What the fuck? Couldn't use the word auction. I do not understand that. Why couldn't he use the word auction? I've got an interesting topic to talk about, chat, as I try to kick Nation off. Oh, come on. You know how everybody is offended by everything today, and we both know that. You know, for God's sake, like, a guy doing a fundraiser, a guy at a fundraiser can't even use the word auction without fear of offending somebody. Okay, there's a show starting up on TV called Chernobyl. And I don't think for one second, I don't believe for one second, from what I've seen of the trailer, I don't think it's a documentary about what really happened in Chernobyl. It seems to me like it's a sci-fi, scary TV show. Oh, Chernobyl, scary mutants, sci-fi monsters. And I'm thinking, hold up a second. We can't have man-sized Kleenex tissues because we'll offend women. We can't have a Pooh on The Simpsons because he offends the Indian culture. But we can offend the Chernobyl crisis by having a fucking sci-fi TV show called Chernobyl and completely shit in the face of people who suffer on a daily basis from Chernobyl. We can shit in their faces, we can offend those people, we can make a profit off those people by making a fictional sci-fi TV series about Chernobyl. And nobody is raising a fucking eyebrow. You see, that's what I always say, Chad. That's my biggest issue with this world, is how unbalanced and unequal and hypocritical we are as a fucking species. We're bitching and complaining and moaning and being offended by every least little fucking thing. And on the other hand, we're making TV shows about a nuclear disaster that still is going on to this day. Like, I want to know what the families and friends of the Chernobyl victims. I mean, there's like, that's crazy. That is crazy. I mean, you can be sure. You can be sure, right? Here's the thing. Here is the thing. This is an old TV comedy show. Very popular in Ireland. It's actually based in Ireland. It's a show called Father Ted. Father Ted. It's about 3 priests living on an island. It's a comedy, it's funny, and it's a piss take on the Catholic Church. An utter piss take on the Catholic Church. Just a complete piss take on the Catholic Church. I love it. It's very funny. I think it's fantastic. But where's Father Muhammad? Was Allah Muhammad living in a mosque? Like, where's the piss take? Where's the piss take on fucking on the Muslim church, the Muslim religion? Where's the piss take on Muhammad? You don't get that, do you? You know, like, you don't, like, we don't get that, do we? No, but instead we get piss take on the Catholic Church because it's so cool and rad, so cool and rad. You know, all the college students like to diss the Catholic Church, yeah. You know, all the young guys like to fucking diss the Catholic Church, yeah. You know, but they got no problem whatsoever making their communion and holy confirmation. But they'll diss the Catholic Church every opportunity they get. Like, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, I mean, where is the sense in that? Like, where is the equality in that? Where is the? Yeah, it's hypocritical. Like, how can people be so offended by one thing but ignore the other thing? That's what I can't understand. 2 seconds, okay, I really want to complete this level. And I really don't want to go off on one either. Like 3 or 4 streams in a row I've been going off on one. Trying to... I think Johnny Talks is trying to resurrect like some sort of like Scorpion character in Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I was gonna do that. There we go. The username XX. Jesus Christ, I can't even read that. Sorry. XX. Let what the? Oh, sorry, I'm gone blind. Sorry. XX Jesus Lord got banned on Xbox Live. Weird. Weird. Really weird. Unless they're trying to say that religion doesn't belong. Oh, here's the thing. If they ever came out and said religion doesn't belong in gaming, I'd say, really? Well, why does the LGBTQ plus community belong in games? You know what I mean? Like, see, this is more of it. Like, this is more of the hypocrisy, the unbalance of the world. But yeah, that's the only point I wanted to make. Is Why do we live in a world where people get offended by a box of tissues, an actual box of tissues, right, and a cartoon character, but to make a TV series, a fictional TV series, you know, a sci-fi series, you know, about the Chernobyl incident, turn the Chernobyl incident, a tragic nuclear tragedy, right, to turn that into a fictional fucking sci-fi TV show. Where is the balance in that? Like, that is just so hypocritical. It's absolutely crazy. There's still, that's still, yeah, I would presume it is. It's apparently it's actually, apparently like it's got like 100 more years or so of nuclear radiation. I just hate how unbalanced we are as a species. Like, I really hate it. Yes. Oh god. Did I kill him?
You're toast, Nork.
I got him. This is the ending. Just sit back and relax.
Sorry I took so long. Almost forgot about you guys.
What about Ganasty Ganor?
Nasty Nork is toast.
So now there's order again
Thanks,
in the
Chad.
Dragon Kingdom?
Long overdue.
Well, mostly. I've still got some treasure to find.
What will you do next?
I'd say the sky's the limit.
Finally. There might be like a hidden ending, because I didn't get all the treasure. But that actually wasn't as hard as I actually thought it was. Even though it took me a lot of time, it actually wasn't as hard as I actually thought it would be. Might as well just watch the credits. What time is it now? 25 past 1. Thanks, Chad. Thanks, Chad. Long overdue. I'm a little confused. There was another world that was locked, that was closed in Ganasty Court, that thing, whatever it's called. Can I skip this? I actually want to skip this. I know we don't skip the credits, but fuck it. Probably like a hidden ending, no, like at the credits that I probably skip, but I just want to see something before I actually end the stream, because there is a few more treasure that I need to get, so. Ah, here we go. This is the final magnet.
Nasty's ancient history now. So, what's in there?
I believe this is Nasty's treasure hoard, but the gate will only open if you have found everything in the Dragon Kingdom. Come back when you have reached 100%.
I think I may have. Wait, I got a trophy. Unlock Ganasty's loot. Gold trophy for that, by the way. Well, it does say 100%. Ganasty Ganor 500. Ganasty Ganor 500 gems out of 500 gems. So I've actually gotten 100%. I will go in there later. That is so tempting, isn't it? Ganasty's loot. Ganasty's loot. Oh man, that's going to be the next video. What I actually might do is just kind of like make a video, call it, I'll think about what I call it tomorrow, but it's basically the ending, I'll show off the final boss. I'll explain why the final boss wasn't shown first attempt, because it's just, this video just took so long. So I'm going to show that boss again, and then I'll go into Ganasty North. So I'll probably call it like Spyro Reignited Trilogy. I can't call it 100% because it's trilogy. So. Yeah, I'll think of the name of the video tomorrow. But that's crazy to think. Like, if you go all the way back to the world, so the very first world was the artisan's world. So 100% Stonehill, 100% Dark Hollow, 100% Town Square, 100% Sunny Flight, 100% Toasty, 100%. Peacekeepers, Dry Canyon, Cliff Tongue, Ice Cavern, Night Flight, Dr. Shemp, Magic Crafters, Appline Ridge, High Caves, Wizard Peak, Crystal Flight, Blowhard, Beastmakers, Terrace Village, Misty Bogs. Crazy calling them all up because they were the names of streams I did. Treetops, Wild Flight, Metalhead, Dreamweavers, Dark Passage, Lofty Castle, Haunted Towers, Icy Flight, Jackies, Nasty Nexus, Gnor Cove, Twilight Harbour, and Ganasty Ignore. 100%. Game total 100%. So I'll probably call it, I don't know, I'll probably call it like Spyro the Dragon. I'll probably call it Spyro, I don't know how I'm going to call it, because if I call it Spyro the Dragon 100%, or Spyro Reignited Trilogy 100%, it's... I think that I plan to into the names for my videos, don't I? But I actually want to quit the game here and just see that 100%. 100%. So let's see there. Oh, look at that, 100%. Boom. Boom, 100%. So that is the end of this very long live stream. Chad, thank you so much for sticking around for the stream. Thank you for watching, man. It was great to have you. And a shout out to Chad Middleton. Also a shout out to Milkman the Gamer. Shout out to Aidan Denson. Shout out to Galaxy Gamer. Shout out to Damien and Sue as well. And I will see you in the next stream. Thanks for watching and goodbye.